Greetings, I am Cross Knights, and this is the remake of the greatest RPG of all time. I think I said it wrong. It's the remake of the end of the greatest RPG of all time. That's what it is. Ridiculous name. It is, in fact, the remake of a game that is not real, but what if it was you'll see. I will be honest, I wouldn't be doing a video of this if it got more attention. But it hasn't gotten enough attention, and it needs more attention, because it is a truly unique game that I haven't seen anything quite like it. I mean, the premise will probably make sense. You can look at this. I mean, it says it all in the title. You might make the mistake of thinking this is an RPG, and it's not really. It's a puzzle game, I would say. Anyway, let's finish the game. I'm sure you've seen my other 30 parts on it. We're 99.5% complete. Let's go. Did you know combos can be combined for different effects? Try it out. But we're in the final boss of the game. Alright, let's do it. We're injured, but we're gonna go. Alright, fire, spin, X. Okay, 0 damage. Also 0 damage. That was quite the counterattack. He killed my little skeleton man. Alright, we'll go again. We'll use the robot guy this time. Laser gun, laser gun. Lightning. Helmet? And I guess I'll take this little goblet of healing. Laser. No damage, no damage. No electrical damage. And look at that, the healing, hurt me due to the fact that I'm cursed. Alright, whatever. Vampire guy, go. Rake, rake, teeth, eyeballs. Mouth. My claws appear ineffective. But I was able to drink some blood. And fire laser beam. Wow, the Chrono guy's such a badass, he's standing on his feet. I'm just gonna drink potions. What are you gonna do about that? Sometimes you gotta go out on your own terms. And that's it. I've unfortunately lost. I guess we'll have to load an earlier save. There we go. Game save file to Jacob. Game created in January 29th, 2024. Almost, I was gonna say a year ago since what time it is now, but it's almost 2 years. They seem unfazed. Okay, don't know what that is.
Hi, I'm Lucas Emanuel. I'm the director of the remake of the greatest RPG of all time. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the developer's commentary for the remake of the greatest RPG of all time. Hopefully you've already had a chance to experience the rest of the greatest RPG of all time. To interact with the commentary node, simply walk into it and it should begin playing. If you need to revisit a commentary node, or simply want to listen to it again, you can access it in your Remake UI menu. If you have any further questions, or simply want to reach out, you can reach us at coindropgamescontact@gmail.com. Thank you, and please enjoy the game.
So I will go over the premise a little bit. This game isn't real, obviously. The greatest RPG of all time isn't real. It's not being remade, but oh god, don't want to hit that again. But it's acting as if it is. It's acting as if you, the player, have played through most of this game. There's developer commentary, and you're right at the end of it in the final hour. A little bit meta. And here's the real reason that I wanted to do this, the thing that appeals to me. I just got a page from the manual. Now, I've only seen one other game do this, ever. And that is Tunic. Tunic is an amazing game. I have played the entire thing for my channel. If you like the concept of this, like, weird meta puzzle game, I would check out Tunic. Either play it yourself or check out my videos. I'd suggest playing it yourself, because it's one of my favorite games. It's come out in recent years. Random battle, let's go. Now, you can actually look at the manual at any time. And you can see... I don't... Oh, the other... Yeah, Chronobat. They're weak against fire. So, when I attack, I'm just going to use fire. Now, I can only use 2, it looks like. But I guess I'll try other attacks just in case they might work, but... And fire. Weak, killed in one shot. And, like, this really is... I mean, you'll see. It really is more of a puzzle game, because, like, you see all my regular attacks just aren't even working. You needed to read the manual to know what you were supposed to do there. Now, this is such a simple puzzle that you could probably just, you know, flail around and incidentally do the battle, but in general, you're going to want to refer to the instruction manual. All the answers are there. Victory. Second page of the manual acquired. We've got half of the map. And we've got one of the first pages. Actually, this looks like it's page... So that's page 3. I mean, the page number is kind of covered here. This is the basic controls. Looks very much so like a Super Nintendo controller. Our hero will face many trials, but few greater than the heedless forces of the Chronomancer's army. And let's see. All carpets lead to somewhere. Now, that's a little note that it looks like someone pinned into the instruction manual. So you notice the carpets? Well, that's interesting. That carpet doesn't seem to... I mean, I guess it led to the... I guess it led to the save point, but... the way that the carpet, it, like, doesn't continue the line, it almost suggests that there's something here, but I guess not. Actually, look at that! I don't think I noticed that before. Ah. Game's a little bit glitchy. Game can be a little bit glitchy. Even the music stopped when I did that. But you gotta look out for things like that. Jacob, are you here to save us from the Chronomancer? You inform her that no one can stop the Chronomancer. Not anymore. Well, that's probably absolutely devastating to hear. Oh, please. Won't you find my brothers? Tell him about his brothers. Wow. One is in the human village in nearly 3000 AD, and another one is in Castaway Grove? I can't believe that that's where they went. Thank you, Jacob. Again, it's acting as if this is the end of the RPG, and he's already completed whatever quest is there. He's just informing the final quest person. No, now, whenever you go to a treasure chest, it says no items equipped. In addition, you have a very extensive inventory of items. So look at this. Intoxicating Fudge, Lullaby, Carpe Diem. However, anytime you try to use anything, it's not gonna work. Missing localization line. Yeah, there's glitches. There's all types of stuff, but none of it will ever work. But they included a lot of things to show that you are, in fact, at the end of the game, a silencer. That'll be good for shooting people without others knowing. But anyway, there were 3 treasure chests up there. I wasn't able to do anything with them. But it is important that I saw them. Doot, 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 doot. Hello. This is all your fault, you know. And that little robot. Well, I'll just have to take your word for it. All carpets lead to somewhere. But this carpet doesn't lead anywhere. What were they even talking about? Oh, well. Manual page acquired. So there it is. Rose Reinen. Melee. Rose is a powerful melee fighter, mixing axe-based combos with magic. Now, most of this page is ripped off, but I can see that my electrical attack is spin... Why is the text look blurry to me? Anyway, it's spin, axe, axe. Let me check something here. I don't remember it looking like that. There we go. That's a little bit clearer to me. I don't know if it will be in the video, but I had a weird problem where it changed monitors, and I guess that screwed up the resolution. But yeah, spin, axe, axe is a different move known as Electro Whirl, or just Whirl, I guess. And I can't see what fire axe is, but I'm going to guess it's fire and axe. But, so the clue there is that it's called fire axe. So I guess I'm Rose Reinen. So Jason must be the name that the player named the file, and that's why they're referring to me as that. But of course it's going to say their real name in the manual. Though in classic manuals, if that's the case, I just don't name the protagonist if you can change the name, but it's fine. Answer me, traveler, in order to pass. This test I present, these queries I ask. Should you fail, I cannot be to blame. Regarding the robot, what's its name? I know this because I played, but I don't think I found the information, so I'm actually going to answer wrong and say it's Jacob. But now he wants to know where a gift bot wasn't. Now, by talking to that guy, I know that there is a gift bot in the Human Village and Castaway Cove, so it must be the robot factory. And let's see. The upper left room, there were many chests. Yeah, and there were 3 chests in that room, which is the real. Now, I answered the robot's name wrong on purpose because I didn't see the answer. Did I actually get... I got 2 pages. So you can see that the robot's name is Robert Robot. Robert is a ranged fighter with a tech-based arsenal of gadgets. And they're not showing any... Actually, they are showing combos. Here's the weird thing, though. That laser requires you to use laser 4 times in a turn, and I don't know how to do that if you can do that. So, I can't do that combo. But now that we know that it's Robert, I will say, is it Robert? And I will answer the other 2 questions correctly again. And there we are. You did it. You've done it. Oh my, what fun. You've passed the test, and my goodness, you've won. So now I can proceed. And go to this non-useful treasure chest.
As a kid, I would always have to take notes in games like this. Oftentimes, the manual would be extremely helpful, but I'd still need to use a notebook or some additional way to record my thoughts as I played through the game.
No!
Kid,
Alright, it stopped. Block pushing.
One of the hardest things to translate from the greatest RPG of all time were the Sokoban-style block-pushing puzzles. It required a lot of iteration to make them work in 3D the same way they do in 2D, and their difficulty has been preserved to the best of our ability. Why don't you give this one a shot?
I mean, I did it even before he finished talking. You just gotta push the block on the pedestal there. I don't really know what else you could do, to be honest. And that opened the door. I do really appreciate the graphics, because a number of games that have been remade recently use a similar style of graphics. This is kind of what Octopath Traveler sort of looked like. The remake of Live Alive, or is it Live Alive? I never know how to say that. Looked very much so like this. Yeah, it was a good choice. Random battle. Note the battles are very much so not random in this game. But, let's try Fire Axe. I'll literally do Fire and then Axe and see if anything happens. And then we'll try Whirl Axe. Oh. Well, I already used an axe. Whatever, let's just see what happens. Dead. Well, it looks like I'm hitting both of them. So this might actually... Nope. Didn't kill him. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna target you, and I'm gonna use Axe Fire and see what happens. Nah, he still just died. Still seemed regular to me. Alright, so let me just check my manual. Here's what I need to know. So this is the... I'm wondering if I'm missing the page. There should be a page saying that that guy is weak against electricity. But I don't seem to have it, so I might want to check back just in case. But I'm gonna die if I don't do this. So I know that I need Spin, Axe, Axe, and that is an electrical attack. Spin, Axe, Axe. Nothing else will do. And here's the axe. Boom. So I just need to do that one more time. Note, never try to heal yourself with the heal command, which is that potion. You will take damage. I'm assuming in the non-demo version of this game, they'll explain what in the RBG happened to curse the whole party so that they take damage when they try to heal, but you don't find that out in the demo. So yeah, let me go back. Just make sure that I didn't miss a page somewhere. No, I didn't find it. I guess they just expect you to see the one combo that's explicitly there.
One of the legends about the original game is that the director had to translate the entire thing by hand using a Japanese to English dictionary due to budget constraints. Thankfully, with the remake of the greatest RPG of all time, this shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, I guess I just wanted you to see that this is the one combo that he can definitely do, and you can't hurt the enemy, so try it. It must be later on that they tell you what he's weak against. Aye. 'Tis true. We be barely a crew at all. We kind of just go around fighting fools. And I, in my previous life, did not have a gallant exploit of legends. I was but a lowly ship's cook. You look no beard sternly in his empty eye sockets. I can't leave my favorite cook behind. You smile at the old bag of bones. You get the feeling that everything will be okay. So that was a scene from previously in the game, where we find out, probably after many, many hours, that this guy's been boasting of his insane legends, and he was actually just a cook that died and came back. Residing in the Mariba ruins, this skeletal scallywag claims to have been the captain of the Mystic Maiden, the most feared pirate vessel the land has ever seen. In your party, perhaps he can make this an undeath worth living. So yeah, he was lying, and I guess you eventually find out. Who is this? Bison Ryan. Perhaps this adventure will turn this timid boy into a timid man. Yeah, I don't know who this is, but there's just more information about this RPG that totally exists. Lassie, are you real? You nod at the old coot and reach to the bars of the cage. For the first time in 1,000 years, the two of you grasp hands. A soft sob breaks the tension as tears roll from the captain's empty ducts. I thought I lost ye, lass. It does seem like a cool game. That definitely involves a lot of time travel. I overheard the password. They said the same name as me hometown. Alright, so again, you had to refer to the manual. He's from the Mariba ruins. That's probably not how you say that, but... Boom. Lass. It be good to be back with ya. Captain Nobeard has rejoined the party. Excellent. We're gonna get the whole band back together. Solve the puzzle. Puzzle solved. Creepy. We're just gonna move on from that. Oh, this is in the past. So yeah, he is weak against electricity. I swear I'm missing a page of the manual, but if that's the case, I don't know where it is. So I'm assuming the rest of these attacks are not going to work. Now, you don't need to do the full command list, so I'm just going to use the lightning, and end it. And he's done. The Robot Factory. Hello, Jacob. I am trapped in here. Do not be sad. I have fulfilled my purpose. And it hurt my friends. You shake your head. You tell the little robot no. It doesn't matter. I... Lad. Slam. Captain No-Beard's fist slams into the wall. You're coming with us whether you like it or not. Lad! No-Beard? Jacob? This does not compute. Lad, it be us! Give Robert a... stew? You hand Robert a fresh can of robot stew. The smell of battery acid and motor oil wafts through as Robert inhales the can. How hard it must have been for you, Jacob. Not to eat this for 10,000 years. Let's get out of here, lad. Sometimes when I hit the button, it automatically, like, skips to the next thing, so I don't know what that first battle was. You are looking for the password, correct? I have heard that it is my birthday. Not this again. No, really. It is my birthday. And apparently his birthday is every day. You remember that recurring joke throughout the game? Lad, it's so good to have you back. Robert the robot has rejoined the party. The crew is truly getting back together. And I guess there's nothing over here. Speed up! Alright, the human village. Rose, where are you? I just defeated that Chrono Beast and his army and all the other guys. Sorry, Darkheart. I was too overcome with emotion to help. Don't worry. I can take on the emotion for the both of us. He thought dramatically. As the crew approaches, they are shocked to see Darkheart's face. What was once the most attractive of the four of them, by a wide margin, was now clouded with eyes marred in sadness, darkness, and eyes. Whatever I've gone through is nothing compared to Darkheart. Again, I don't know why at that part, when I hit the button it skips, but the answer is 17. He just told me the Darkheart has rejoined the party. I guess he's been trapped the longest. It is interesting, so assuming that all of my party members have been trapped for all this time, all of them are immortal, right? Did it sound like I said immoral? Immortal. One of them's a robot, one of them's a vampire, and one of them's a skeleton, so they really could have just been trapped here by the Chronomancer. Or the Chrono Beast, whoever we're fighting. I do like the little detail, oh, by the way, when you're going fast, the Darkheart turns into a bat. That's his running animation. It's cute. I like little details like that. Did you know the first and third boss names together make a full sentence hitting at a twist? Alright, the end. Okay, that was weird. You be good, Jacob? What? Oh, yeah. Just remembering something. Game saved. And it looks like we have our first video file instead of an audio file. Let's check it out.
Right there. Stop. That's where the collider's missing.
You're so right. Okay, write that one down. We do not want people going into the dev room. So,
Development started in January of 2024. The original game was something that Jacob and I had bonded over as kids. In fact, it was probably the only thing we had bonded over as kids. So when we both ended up in the same college game design course, we were put on a team together, the same ideas that original game had spawned just kept coming up over and over and over again.
Look at his shirt.
And ultimately, we looked to our left, we looked to our right, we saw there were no Circle Soft lawyers around, and we thought, what if we just did it? What if we remade the greatest RPG of all time?
Didn't realize the mouse was there. Hope that wasn't there for long. So, what did I find out? We found out, one, I just wanted to mention the shirt so you could see what I was doing if you didn't notice. He was wearing a Tunic shirt. So the people who made this game, not the fake game, like the people who actually made this game, wanted you to know that Tunic was in fact an influence. Which is clear to anyone who's played Tunic. But you also found out that there's a glitch right here. And you can go to the dev room if you come here. I don't know if this has any use in the demo, though. It'll presumably have use in the main game. But alright, we did that. I'm even more convinced that I'm missing a page that I'm supposed to have already, but, you know. I'm so confused if that's the case. This appears to be a dead end. Is it possible they cloned this place and there's also no collision here? No. Just seems like this is a dead end. So we'll go the right way this time. Ah! Never mind, this is the page that I thought I was missing. Where it does in fact show that enemy and say that he's weak against electricity. Lorne. Rival of Benson and unwilling herald of the ageless age of the Chronomancer. And it looks like someone put a note saying it's not about weakness. And there's the Chrono Beast, the scourge of Chronoopolis and champion of the arena. The Chrono Beast harbors a fearsome secret. And you notice, again, someone has written in pencil under him a bunch of different symbols. Ah, yet again! At the end of the game, the question I ask of your shuttle shame. The answer, I think, shall yet soon appear. You started playing this file in which calendar year? That is 2024. How marvelous, how fantastic. A true honest delight. But what name bears the beast? At the game's start did you fight? Has to be the Chrono Beast as opposed to the Chrono Bird or the Chrono Pig. Marvelous, wonderful. As attentive as before. Alas, the final challenge. Do you really want more? Yes. The correct answer is yes. If you say no, you will not succeed in the quiz. Looks like the game's fracturing a bit here. You four? Oh. Yo. I thought I told you that I never, ever want to see your faces again! You tell Lauren that you didn't mean to hurt him. My head is a camera. Bummer, dude. It's all your faults. Jacob. No Beard. Robert. And especially yours. If I was cool, I'd be able to read that. But I can't. Maybe I'll turn it upside down in the video to make it easier for people. But yeah, something's glitching out. Now, I hate to say, this is the one puzzle that I didn't figure it out, and I had to look it up. However, this is one of the reasons I decided to do this video. There was no information about how to solve this puzzle, really, because the few videos I found of this game were of an earlier build of the demo, and they in fact changed one or two things. But you notice these guys are all upside down, and they're glitchy looking. note, look at his abilities. You see how they're, like, flipping out? That is not happening to his abilities, it's not happening to his abilities, it's not happening to his abilities. They are happening to his abilities, however. The flipping is indicating that your abilities are now in the wrong spot. So, you notice that the whirl and the fire are interchanging, so in order to use fire, I need to do whirl. And I guess we'll just stick with that for now. So even though it showed whirl, it actually did fire damage. But yeah, everything's glitching out here. So if I want to kill him, again, I need to use Electro Whirl. So we're going to do fire, and then I'm going to do heal, heal. And now Electro Whirl happens, and he's toast. Nope, he's still alive. It's going to take 2. But yeah, I couldn't figure this out. I don't know if I would have figured it out. But fire, whirl, whirl. Oh, I should have thrown another fire. That would have killed him this round, but whatever. Boom. Now, I don't know why. When I used Robbie's power, which is electricity, it doesn't seem to work, if I remember right. But like it should have, and I don't get what's up with that. But, you know, whatever. Defeated. That's the only puzzle I couldn't figure out. So if they're gonna get, like, again, it was like a subtle clue. Once I found out the answer, it made sense, but... As I said, this is not an RPG. It is a puzzle game. I feel like I should check down there first. I just want to make sure I check every nook and cranny. You know, sometimes you're rewarded for exploration, sometimes you're not. The plaque reads, "The Chronomancer stood eternal." You shiver as the blood-curdling noise pierces through you. It appears to be the Chrono Beast. Seemingly, they were not destroyed. They're about to be. Yarr. Other crews may have fought her before, but we'll still give her all we got. Black reads the Chronomancer. Alright, it might have said something different. Back to the Chrono Beast. Now, we already do know how to defeat them. Alright, axe, laser gun, sword. And note, we're no longer glitching. So axe, cancel. Laser gun, cancel. Sword, cancel. Then helmet thing, cancel. And was it fire first or lightning? I remembered it was 2 elements. Fire first. Yes, different characters can attack each round. You get 6 commands. It doesn't all need to be the same character, which I didn't realize until I got to this point of the game. Fire. Lightning. Let's go. Axe. Lasers. Sword. And I guess the vampire is just here to chill, because he had no part in this. Then, the ultimate technique. Defeated. Level up. Health, defense, magic, and attack. Already at max level. So you, in fact, gain nothing. Another reason this is not an RPG, there's no stats. The stats are imaginary. Everyone's going to be doing what they did at the beginning of this forever because we're already at max level. Alright. Not sure how to get in there. Game saved. And these saves actually do something because you can die in battle. The first time I died in battle, I healed a whole bunch and didn't know what the elemental weakness of one of the characters was, so... It can happen. And we got a portal that was just like the one in the dev room. Okay. Small interlude, I see. And it's like the code is corrupted, and you don't really know what was intended to be in the game or what is just corrupted in the code, you know? But the fact that the document said that there was a glitch that they were going to fix and that it's not fixed makes it seem like it's an earlier build of the game, right?
Stop. That's where the collider's missing.
You're so right. Okay, write that one down. We do not want people going into the dev room.
So it looks like we're no longer playing the game. We're now outside. Now, the videos that I saw of this demo didn't have this last part, so this is also an update. They ended before you get here. Yeah, it's just playing the video that we heard.
The same ideas that original game kept coming up over and over again. And ultimately, when you look to the left and when you look to the right,
Axe.
you saw there were
Laser.
softwares around, and you thought, what if we did it?
Sword?
What if we remade
Let me check. Thought I was gonna be cool and do it. Yeah, I was right, but I second-guessed myself. Helmet. Which, I don't know if that's supposed to be a helmet, but... Fire. Lightning.
Right there.
So, right. Okay, write that one down. I want people going into the dev room. We're sure this wasn't in the showcase? We didn't put it in the demo or something?
No, this wasn't in the demo. This is massive spoilers.
Well then, where did this guy get all this stuff? Did we tweet out the source code?
Wait, he made us a store page.
Jacob, platform support says they can't take it down.
Dude, someone made a store page for a game. They made a trailer for a game. And they're gonna sell it for $17.99.
Because we technically don't own this game, none of the store pages will take it down. And what's worse, we can't stop the person from accessing it because we have no idea how they're getting it in the first place.
In other words, we're screwed.
And that is that. That is the end of the demo. You can see his tunic shirt again if you look. So yeah, I'm hoping someone will see this that is interested. I think this is a very cool concept for a game. Did I come here? Never mind. Did I just, like, stop playing and thought, I haven't seen this. Oh my god. I didn't even finish the demo. Good god. Okay. Well, now I'm really glad that I decided to... What did I just get? Okay. Not as helpful as I thought it would be. I just... Oh. Okay. Let me just look this way, even though I have a feeling the same thing will happen.
So, right. Okay, write that one down.
Yeah. Okay.
Going into the dev room.
I don't... Oh my god, I'm not going to be able to figure this out and it's going to be terrible. And there's going to be 0 videos about it, let's say. Huh. Look at that. Oh my god, okay. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. I was like, that you... I'm, okay. Oh god. I'm just glad that I figured it out. Because I'm like, the only place that I could look up that other puzzle that I couldn't figure out was the Steam pages, because there's just not enough about this game yet. It's not out, not enough people know about it. So, up, up, down, left. Okay. That's so cool. I mean, how does that work? How do I do that, though? Oh, it must be where they're positioned on the wheel, right? So, what was it? The top one was... It'll show me, right? It's not gonna show me. I just need to remember how his skills are oriented, I guess. It was fire, axe. Yeah, so it would be axe, axe. Down would be... Wait, what? Oh, no, it's using different characters' things. I need to know what all of their skills are. What the hell? I haven't seen... I haven't... I don't remember that skill. His up was it... Oh, God. Was it lightning? No, it was down. Okay, down is always this for each character. I can't believe I didn't find this initially. I don't know, it was kind of cool to discover that while doing this, though. Up, up, down, left. I don't recognize these. I mean, that could have been his up skill. And since I... Oops. Man. Alright, a little bit of brute force there for you. If I couldn't remember. Oh, man. Oh, my God. There's an entire other page that I've never seen. I can't believe this. This is ridiculous. Alright. Can I, like, zoom in? I can zoom in. Alright. Oh, no. Circle soft. Low HP? Or low MP? I'm just gonna read this to myself. There's a lot of text. So I think this is... I'm wondering if this is their remake or this is literally from the, like, their original game. It looks like it got a bad review. So, they said it's the greatest RPG of all time, but it might have just been to them, you know? More ire apart. Yeah, you guys are really... I understand being scared of Nintendo's lawyers. Yeah, so this is like a page from, like, a fake magazine. Cool. Is there more? Is this another breakable wall? It is not. I think now I'm at the end of the demo. Oh, that was really cool, though. Okay. I mean, look, I was thinking I'm probably gonna buy this game, but after that puzzle, I want to get it even more. Even though I know there's gonna be stuff that I'm gonna have to look up and not figure out. But I just like this... I like this new genre. It's like Oberdin spawned a new genre, a return of the Oberdin of like mystery games, and I'm hoping that maybe Tunic is on the way to spawning a new games of like meta puzzle games. That would be really great. As with most demos, by watching this you probably know whether you want this game. It is not out yet. I will be looking into it. I will likely not be doing a full Let's Play of it because I don't like to do Let's Plays of games that have like just one solution. Unless I'm doing them blind, and if I do them blind, I can't enjoy them as much. So, this will likely be it. I just want to raise awareness. I know I don't have a ton of influence, but if, like, 2 people get the game or find out about it that didn't know about that, I've done my damn job. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, as always, to my lovely patrons. And thank you to my new patron, Jack. Appreciate you. And I will see you guys next time. I do believe there are, like, a few other one-offs I want to do before I get into my next game that's replacing Devil May Cry, but, that is that. Alright, I'll see you guys in whatever. Later.